like a Hello friends, welcome again. Today I'm gonna start with the framework designing part because so far we have seen a lot of topics on Java and most of the Selenium concepts we have covered. Now it's time to design some real-time project framework so that you can implement all your Java skills and all your Selenium skills. And we have covered TestNG also. We have seen different features of TestNG. So now it's the right time that we should start designing the framework. So while designing the framework, very famous design pattern is going on that is called page object model. Okay, so today a couple of sessions we will take in page object model, and then we will design one end-to-end framework. We will pick one application and then we will design end-to-end framework, that how exactly the approach and what exactly the design pattern, what exactly the different format of your classes and project hierarchy will be there, folder structure will be there, different components we will be creating. Okay, but first we have to understand what is page object model. Okay, cool. So we will be using page object model with the kind of data driven or hybrid approach, and then we will see how exactly it works. So first I'll draw some diagram for you guys so that you will understand, and at the time of interview also, in fact, you can easily explain that what exactly page object model and what are the different components and what will be the design and architecture of your framework. Okay, so let's talk about it. So let's see, the topic name is page object model. And first of all, always remember guys, most of the people say that okay, page object model is a framework. No, this is not the framework, it's an approach. Okay, page object model is an approach. This is also called different design pattern. Okay, so page object model is a design pattern. Okay, it's an automation, I would say, approach. Okay, we will integrate with some data driven. So data driven, okay, is called framework. So we will use data driven framework. We will be using TestNG to writing the test cases and everything. Okay, so this will be the major thing whenever you are going to design any kind of framework. Now, what is page object model? Guys, page object model means, let's see, I have this application. Okay, I have this application, and on that particular application we have different pages. Let's see, this is the login page, and after login page I have home page, and then we have, let's see, a registration page, or maybe let's see search page, then we have let's see transaction page. Okay, something like this, and then we have or maybe some other page, let's see search page, or any checkout page or payment page. Let's see the typical, let's take an example of typical e-commerce application. So what exactly I'm going to do, let's see, give some name. This is, let's see, first is login page. So this is my login page. Okay, and this is, let's see, my home page, and this is, let's see, registration page, right? So that we can register a new user. So this is my registration page. Some other page, let's see, search page. Okay, and let's see, add to cart page, and let's see, the last page is, let's see, payment page. Okay, so we have these dynamic pages are available in page object model, I mean in our web application. So what exactly the concept of page object model is? The first thing is that for each and every page we have to create a separate Java class. Okay, so we have to create a separate Java class. For login page we will create login page.java. For home page we will create home page.java. Same thing for each and every page, we have to create a separate Java class. Okay, so let's see, if we have 100 pages in our application, we have to create 100 Java classes. I'll tell you what is the advantage. Okay, now in these Java classes, let's see, I have 3 plus 3, 6 Java classes I have created according to the respective pages. Now what we have to do, we have to design our objects. Okay, So we will define our objects over here. So first thing we will write web objects or web elements. Okay, so we will define our web objects and web elements in this particular Java class for each and every. So whatever the login pages elements are there, let's see, we have username, password, and then we have a submit button, login button, forgot password, registration link. Okay, these are called, okay, login page elements. Okay, second thing that we have to define, what we have to do, we have to define actions or methods. Okay, for what? For features of that particular page, right? Okay, so let's see, on login page, what are the different actions will be there? Login action or login method will be there. Okay, login is a feature. Another feature, we can say that, okay, just click on forgot password, click on registration link, click on sign up button. Okay, these kind of things will be there. So let's see, I'll give you an example. Let's see, we have one application. I have, see, this is the half.ebay.com. Okay, this is the e-commerce website. Okay, so this is a kind of page, and I click on register button. So one more page is coming. Okay, so let's see, this is called registration page. Okay, so I can go back to sign in page by clicking on this sign in link, and again I'm coming on this particular sign in page. So if I ask that, okay, what are the different objects are available on that particular page, on the sign in page, so we have different objects. We have this image, we have this header. Okay, we have email ID, password, forgot password button, this checkbox, these two buttons, and some footer links are also available. Okay, privacy policy, user agreement, all these links are available on that particular page. So whatever you can see on the page, each and everything is called web element. According to Selenium language, we called web element or web object. Okay, on this login page or sign in page. Okay, and what are the methods will be there? The method will be, the one method will be, let's see, get the title of this particular page. Okay, login function will be, I'll create one login function. I'll create click on sign in function. I'll create one more function, that click on register button function, right? So these are the different functions will be available. Okay, these are called features of that particular page. Okay, so let's see, on registration page, what exactly number of functions I can create, that click on sign in, right? Let's see, I'll create features of that particular page. One more function, that click on register button function, right? So these are the different functions will be available. Okay, these are called features of that particular page. Okay, so let's see, on registration page, what exactly number of functions I can create, that click on sign in, right? Let's see, I'll create like a different click on sign in on registration page. So we can write, let's see, on registration page, I'll create one method, click on sign in link method will be there. Okay, what else we can create? Fill this form. Okay, so let's see, fill registration form method will be there. Okay, so we will create. Okay, apart from that, what exactly we can do, that check this particular image half.com logo is there or not. So let's see, check logo method will be there. Or let's see, I want to check these footer links also. Okay, so you can check these footer links also. Let's see, footer links method will be there. So these are the number of methods. It's up to you how many features you want to test. Okay, so all these functions are available here in this particular registration page. Same thing for search page and add to cart page and payment page. We can create number of methods like that. Okay, so always remember, first layer is we have to create, the first layer is we have to create page layer. Okay, this is my first layer, always remember guys. Okay, so first layer will be my page layer. Okay, so first I'll see, okay, how many pages are there, and I'll create separate Java classes. And then what I'll do, Simple. I'll define all the page objects over there, and then I'll define how many methods are available for each and every page. So these are called my page libraries. Okay, sometimes we call page libraries. Okay, page lib. I'll say like this. Okay, so I'll define all my page layer, and in which I'll define my page libraries. Okay, okay. One more thing, naming convention point of view, these web objects we will be defining on the respective pages. Like on home page, I'll be defining all the page objects, all the web objects or web elements of the home page. Okay, so we can say these are the object repositories. Also, we say or means object repository, object repo. Okay, so these things are also called object repositories, web elements and web objects. Okay, because object repository means a repository, a collection of all the element, a collection of all the web objects is called object repository. They might ask you at a time of interview that what is object repository. Object repository means the collection of all the objects, collection of all the web objects or web elements is called object repository. Okay, so first layer is this thing. Second layer, what we have to do, we have to create one thing is called test layer. Now we have created page layer. Now we have to create test layer. So for each and every class, we can create different test layer like this. Okay. Let's see my name. I'll define some name. Let's see, I want to write test cases for login page. So I'm not going to write test cases inside the login page.java class. I'll create a separate class, login page test.java class I'll create, and then I'll create it over here in the second layer. So these are called my page, or I would say test layer, simple test layer, and this is my second layer. Okay, these are my this is my second layer. Fine. And for okay, and let's see, for home page I'll write home page test.java. Okay, this is home page.java. Same thing for registration page test.java, and so on. Okay, so we can write it for search page test and add to cart test and payment page test, something like that. Okay, and this test layer will be written in with the help of testng. So we will be using testng. In testng, what exactly we will be using? We will be using all testng annotations. Okay, all testng annotations we will be using, like we have at the rate test, at the rate before method, at the rate after method. All these testng annotations we will be using, okay, in testng test layer. Okay, so all these test layer will be defined with the help of testng, in which we will be using we will be writing all the test cases, we will be writing all the different annotations and all those stuff, right? Okay, so this is my second layer. But before that, before this first layer and second layer, one component we have to create, that is called my base class. Okay, so somewhere, let's see, I'll define my base class over here. Okay, this is my base class, test base.java class. See, this is the most important class. What exactly I'll do, I'll create test base.java. This is the parent class of all the classes. This is the parent class of this. Okay, this is the parent class of this. Okay, this is the parent class of, okay, this also. Okay, and all these classes I'll define like this. Sorry guys. Okay, this is the parent class of this class also, and again, so I'll define like this. Let's see some proper diagram. And this is a payment page class also, it's like this. Okay, so see, all these classes, all these page classes are extending test base class. So this is my parent class of all the classes in my framework. This is my parent class. Okay, parent class, and all these are child classes. Login page, home page, whatever the number of pages we have defined, all these are child classes. Fine. And all these login page test classes also are the child classes of this particular test page dot java. Okay, so this also, okay, all these classes also extending this thing. Okay, sorry, extending this thing and respectively like this. So my page layer 1, my test layer 2, all these classes are available. All these classes are the child classes of test base class. Now, what is the feature is available in test base class? So in test base class, whatever the different prerequisites are there, let's see some different initialization I'll do. Let's see, I want to initialize my WebDriver. So I'll initialize my WebDriver like this. WebDriver dr is equal to new, let's see, Chrome driver or whatever, Firefox driver or whatever. So I'll define over here, okay, in this particular class, okay, in this particular class like this, right? And what else other thing, my properties file, okay, my config dot I'll initialize my properties, okay. So properties also I'll define over here, okay, in this particular class only, testbase.java class. What else we can do? Apart from that, some other basic stuff like other initialization things you want to define. You want to launch your browser and then you want to define your page load timeout and all those things. So let's see, another thing is you have to maximize your window, okay, maximize window method, and we will write all the page load timeout, okay, method will be there, and then we will define our implicit wait also we will define over here, um, and we will be using that delete all cookies also we will define, and then we will write our driver.get URL also we will be launching over here. Okay, so all these things will be defined at base layer, at the parent layer. I'll write it over here. Okay, all these things will be defined over here in this particular thing. Okay, so all these methods will be part of base class. Now what will happen? So these are the common properties. I have get URL, delete all cookies, implicitly wait, page load timeout, maximize the window, initialize my WebDriver, initialize my properties. All these are common properties which will be used for all your pages, which will be used inside your test classes also. So why to create unnecessary all these things again and again in your test classes? There is a totally this is not the right way of implementing the code, that you are creating duplicate code, maximizing window for login page also, for home page also, registration page also. You are providing get URL for login page also, home page also, registration page also. There is no use of that. Better to create common location for, okay, for all these methods inside this particular base class, and then use the concept of inheritance. Okay, then use the concept of inheritance, parent and child relationship, and then access all these methods from the parent class directly. So it's only one time activity that, okay, all these methods will be defined inside the base class. Let's see, you want to open the browser and then you want to open the login page. So again you will be writing WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome driver. For home page also you will be writing WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome driver. So that is not a good practice. Better to define WebDriver only once inside the base class, inside your test base class, make it parent class, and all these child classes are inheriting the properties from base class. It means the WebDriver will be given to login page, the same WebDriver will be given to home page, same WebDriver will be given to registration page, and other pages are available. Okay, so that is a very good practice of writing the code. Okay, you are reducing the code also and it will be very systematic, right? So this is, I would say, this is the another base class we will be creating, and all these classes are extending this particular base class. Okay, so this is a third component I'll create, maybe third layer I'll create like this. Apart from that, what exactly I'll do, I'll create one more layer. Let's see somewhere, that is my config dot properties, that my environment variables I'll define over here. Okay, so this is my, remember, config dot properties, how to read the properties file, in which like I'll define where exactly my URL, okay, what is my username and password, right? On which browser property I'll define on which browser you want to execute, okay? And some other properties, common properties, okay? If you want to define, you can define over here in this config.properties. So this is my config.properties, or also called environment variables, okay? So they will ask you at a time of interview, how will you define your environment, okay, variables. So environment variables will be defined over here, okay? So this is my another component. So this is my, let's see, this is my third component, okay? Component number 3, I'll write over here like this. And this is my, let's see, fourth component, okay? This is my fourth component, okay? I'll write like this, fourth component. Fine. So okay, apart from that, now where will you store your data? Okay, so we will store our data in somewhere in Excel files. So this is my Excel file, okay? An Excel file will be in the form of rows and columns, right? So in Excel file I'll define my data. So these are my Excel files, right? So in Excel file, how to read the Excel files? By using Apache Py API. We will be using Apache Py API for that, okay? So the test data point of view, we will be using this thing. So this is called, let's see, test data dot xlsx, okay? This is my test data dot xlsx. Fine, to maintain my test data. So this is the fifth component, I would say, okay? This will be my fifth component, right? Okay, fine. Apart from that, other things, we will create some utilities, we will create. So I'll create one test util.java class, in which okay, let's see, a couple of things will be there. Let's see, I'll create one test util.java class, okay? So all the utilities will be there in this particular. What kind of utility? Some example, let's see, screenshot, okay? How to take a screenshot method will be there, okay? And some different special other utilities, like if you want to send a mail, okay, or some other kind of common utilities, I would say, common util, okay, utilities will be there in this particular, okay, thing in test util.java, right? So this will be my utilities, okay? Test util.java. So I want to separate my common utilities and common functions, okay, inside this particular test util.java. I would say some generic function, okay? Some generic function I'll define over here, okay? Guys, we are not writing code in this session. I'm just giving you the best way, okay, to explain the page object model with data driven approach. What is the design pattern, okay? Okay. So this is a test util.java. It will be my sixth component, I would say, okay? So that will be my sixth component, right? So test util.java is there, okay? Now I'll create one more component, that is my, let's see, I would say another component is reporting, right? You have to generate some report, right? And report, it can be anything. It can be some HTML report, it can be some test ng report, or some XML reports, something like that, okay? So something like this. So my test report, where exactly report is the most important thing that you have to share after the execution, that okay, this is my report, how many test cases got pass, fail. So on the basis of that, you will provide this particular report. So that is my test report thing will be there, okay? This is my test report. So this will be my seventh component, okay? This will be my seventh component. Fine, this will be my test report, right? And if you're using you know Different sheets, you can create multiple different sheets like this for different modules. So different sheet also, it will be part of my Excel file. So different sheets I can create. Okay, different Excel sheets I can create module wise. Okay, so it will be part of your test data package, right? And all the utilities will be part of my separate package. Okay, utility, this thing I'll be using some different tools, like for reporting I'll be using, let's see, test ng reporting, or maybe I'll use extend report. That is one of the very famous report we will cover. It will generate very good HTML dashboard and HTML report. So extend report I'll be using in that case. Okay. Okay, now each and everything is available inside some package. So this page layer is available in this particular package. Okay, and all these classes are available in this particular package. My package name, let's see, my package, I'll give my package name as let's see, my package name is com dot, okay, com dot qa dot I'll write pages packages there. So this is my com dot qa dot pages packages there. All these test classes will be available somewhere in different package. So let's see, my package name will be, this package name will be com dot qa, okay, com dot qa dot test. Okay, so this will be my com dot qa dot test package is there. Okay, and test base class will be my base package. Let's see, I would say, yeah, base package. So it will be, sorry, com dot qa dot base. Okay, so this particular class will be inside this particular package. Okay, and this is my environment variable. Okay, this is my config package is there. So this is my com.qa.pages package is there. All these test classes will be available somewhere in different package. So let's see, my package name will be, this package name will be com.qa, okay, com.qa.test. Okay, so this will be my com.qa.test package is there. Okay, and test base class will be my base package. Let's see, I would say, yeah, base package. So it will be, sorry, com dot qa dot base. Okay, so this particular class will be inside this particular package. Okay, and this is my environment variable. Okay, this is my config package. This is my, all these Excel files will be available in test data package, and these are the utilities. So all these classes, test util and other libraries will be creating, I'll be creating inside this. And this will be my reporting folder. Okay, test output folder, report folder. So let's give some name. Let's see, environment variables will be there in com.qa, com.qa config package is there, in which I'll be creating this thing. This is my package, in which I create one config.properties file. My test data will be like this, com.qa.test data. Okay, so it will be like this. Okay, and I'll define all my utilities, com.qa.util package. Okay, I'll create one util package and all the utilities will be available here. And then let's see, some test output folder and test output slash reports folder I'll be creating, and it will be available in this particular package. Okay, so this is called the design pattern. This is called page object model. Okay, in page object model, guys, one more thing. The moment, let's see, I have written this particular login method, I have created this login page. Okay, this is my login page, and let's see, I've created login page method. Okay, this login page method, the moment I enter username and password, what exactly it will do, it will come on the home page directly. So the login page method is giving, is calling, is redirecting to home page. Okay, is redirecting to where, is redirecting to home page. So what is, in technically, in page object model pattern, what we say, home page is the landing page of login page. Okay, so home page is the landing page of home page, okay, of login page, right? Let's see, on home page there is search link is available. This is called search link. The moment I click on it, what exactly it's doing, Immediately after that, it's moving to search page. Okay, it's redirecting to search page. Okay, so what exactly I'll say, after clicking on this search link, I'm moving to search page. So search page is a landing page of home page, right? So this is called landing page. Okay, so all the pages are interconnected to each other. I can go from login page to home page, from home page to registration page, or maybe home page to search page, from search page to add to cart page, add to cart page to payment page, and directly from payment page to again home page to search page, and search page to directly to payment page, or directly to add to cart page, or add to cart page to home page. Okay, so I can do different navigation from one page to another page, because all the pages are interconnected to each other by providing some link, or by clicking on some button, or by clicking on some link, or some other or some, maybe some other things. Okay, or maybe back and forward. Okay, so that's why page object model is also called page chaining model. Okay, they might ask you at a time of interview, what do you mean by page chaining model? So don't be confused, this is also called page chaining model, and this is also called page object model. Why page chaining model? Because there is a chain. Okay, this is also called page chaining model. Okay, because all the pages are interconnected to each other. Okay, so this is a, whenever you have to explain at a time of interview face to face, that what is a page object model, what is it, okay, what is the architecture of your framework, that you can say this is the proper technical things, these are different components we will create. See, I have created 6 to 7 components I have created, and number of things we will be using. The technology wise, we will be using what technology wise, we are using Java to write the code. We are using Selenium WebDriver. Okay, for writing the test cases, we are using TestNG. Okay, for creating the build and everything, we are using Maven. So Maven topic we will cover, don't worry. Okay, and Apache POI API we are using to read the data from Excel file. And what else we are using? We are using extent report, okay, or TestNG report, okay, for generating the reports. What else we are using technology wise? Okay, one more component is there, log4j API to generate the logs. I'll tell you how to generate the logs also. Instead of system.out.println, we will be using log4j. Okay, and what else we are going to use? Okay, that we will be using Jenkins for continuous integration to trigger the builds. Okay, so we will be using Jenkins. Okay, and what else we can use? We are using Git repositories, okay, to maintain the code. Okay, where will you push the code? So we will cover all those things in this particular thing. So Git repositories also we will be using, right, to push the code for code check-in and check-out point of view. Okay, Git repositories. We will be using Selenium Grid for parallel testing. Okay, parallel testing point of view we will be using, and different browsers. Okay, different browsers like Firefox, Chrome, IE, Safari. Okay, different browsers we will be using. Okay, and on which platform? So we will be using, let's see, some maybe MacBook or Windows. Okay, or maybe on Linux machine, right? Something like that we can use. Okay, on, or we will be using some VMs. Let's say if you want to use VMs, virtual machines, or let's see on, and Sauce Labs. These are the different cloud. Okay, cloud companies are available. You can execute your test cases on Sauce Labs and Browser Stack. Okay, Sauce Labs and Browser Stack also you can use, or you can run it local on your local machine, on your laptop also locally. Okay, so these are the different tools and technologies we will be using, guys. Okay, I'm simple. Okay, I'm just writing over here. Okay, so guys, please, you can take the screenshot of this thing. Okay, and I'll be attaching this diagram. I think you can take the printout of this diagram and you can learn. So whenever you are going for interview, please take the, just go through all these components, and there are a lot of interview questions they will be asking, especially in the second round when your lead or your manager is taking interview. Okay, so you have to explain. It shows your knowledge that okay, how many components you are designing, what exactly your approach. It shows that how good you are in automation, in terms of approach, in terms of framework designing, in terms of page object model, in terms of data driven, how many systematic code in the form of different components you will be, okay, you will design. Okay, it shows that okay, you have worked upon these some these technologies, okay, on these technologies and all those stuff. Okay, so these things are very important. I have seen a lot of interviews where people are saying that I have taken a lot of interviews, more than 500 interviews I have taken, okay, from my last 10 years of experience. That most of the people they just say that okay, yeah, I worked upon page object model, but they are not able to explain properly. So you have to be different from others, okay, in the crowd, that okay, how exactly you have to show your knowledge, that how systematically you can write the code, how systematically you can design the different different components. That shows your knowledge, like that. Okay, so guys, please go through it, and in the next session I'll tell you, we will design the actual code. Okay, most of the trainer they start directly from the coding, but I always believe that okay, better we understand the concept and then we write the code. So this is the component wise coding we will perform one by one, step by step. Okay, then only you will be able to understand. Okay, so please take the screenshot of this, take the printout, put it on your desk in office, and then please remember all these things, component always. This is the best example of page object model we can take. Okay, I'll see you in the next session. Thank you so much, and guys, please, this is my channel. I'm really glad that I'm getting very good response, and please. Okay, so today I'm going to cover that is the most famous topic. Okay,